Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. He conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sun. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or blink. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything. Vic's still looking like a restless king.
Ready to stop guessing and start growing as a trader. Welcome to Vici Trading Solutions, a community built by real traders for serious learners. We don't just post trades, we teach the why behind every move. With a full education section and daily breakdowns, you'll start seeing the market like a pro. You won't be trading alone. Inside the Vici Discord, you're surrounded by committed traders, from futures pros to rising crypto specialists, all learning and winning together. Gain first access to our exclusive indicators, powerful tools used daily by hundreds across TradingView and beyond. These aren't gimmicks, they're built to sharpen your edge. Each morning, our founder posts a full trading plan for the S&P 500 or NASDAQ and calls out the levels he's watching live. No fluff, just clarity. Education, tools, community. Whether you trade futures, stock, or crypto, Vici gives you the foundation and firepower to grow. Join Vici, trade smarter, conquer the markets.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is Monday, and it's time to do it all over again. We had a great day in the trade plan today. First off, before I get started, I wanted to apologize. I was super late today. I was trying to squeeze it in before 5:15, and as you guys know, we're just now getting started at 5:20. My sincere apologies. I have been out of it today completely. I didn't get to trade really. Took like a little small one this morning. And I've been at the doctor's office all day. So, if I seem a little out of it, it's probably because I got me on some pills and I'm feeling pretty good. But they got my leg all casted up right now. So pretty crazy. Getting old is a real bitch, let me tell you. I was just jogging like I always do. I try to stay active or whatever. And, all of a sudden my ankle started hurting. And I'm like, well, I wonder what's going on. So I'm just going to be cool, right? And so I was cool about it. Gave it a couple weeks, started to feel better. Went and exercised, did some calf raises, come back, and it was swollen like a grapefruit. It's been 10 weeks. 10 weeks, guys. I've been walking around and trading on this for 10 weeks now. And finally I went to the doctor and they're like, okay, dude, it's time to wrap it up. And so you're going to go to the orthopedic doctor sometime this week. Thanks, Bryce. It's all good, bud. I've been bitching about this thing for a minute. So that was my day today. I got to do that. So unfortunately, I missed a fantastic day of trading. The trade plan was awesome. I was just going through the levels right now. I came up here at about 4:30 to get everything ready. And I was just like, good Lord, this was awesome action. So we're going to go over it. I'm excited to get into it, and set everything up for tomorrow. Because right now, everything's working out exactly as we planned. Now, we're still very much in balance. There's no question about that. But all signs are pointing to more down. Our process is pointing down the daily 4-hour, 1-hour time frames. I mean, we had this feeling that this is going to happen for some time. We've been kind of sniffing this short side, and obviously on Friday losing the daily was a big cue for us. So no matter what happened today, we were looking to short basically under 57.60 essentially, and we got really close to that area today. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. We're going to see what's up. And so as usual, let's go ahead and just kick it off, right? Let's kick it freestyle. Let's go. All right. So here's the deal, guys. First, before we do anything, you know the routine. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, what do you want to call it? Follow, retweet, all that good stuff. Put it out there. Let people know what we're doing, right? We're crushing it over here. This stuff is like giving away free money, stealing money from candy from the baby, all good stuff. So make sure you guys put that out there for your peeps. It's always good for everybody to get a little piece of the action. And, it helps us out, helps the community out, right? We always love fresh blood in here. And of course, guys, today, our Thursday, is actually the big once a month webinar. I suggest everyone sign up for it if you haven't been. And if you've only been once, I suggest you come again. You're always going to learn something in here unless you've been a couple times. But this is where I go over the trade plan line for line, exactly what you should be looking at, where to put your stops, targets, all that jazz, right? We get into everything so that you can take all the information that I put out every morning and essentially read in about 5 minutes and then understand what's important and how to kind of operate with it. And, I just let you guys know, I read my own trade plan every day. I publish it, I go walk my dog, and I read the plan on the walk. And it does take about 7 minutes. And, there's a lot of stuff you can skip and then come back to it when you get to it, like all the different levels, like you could skip all that stuff. But we go over that in the trade plan. And so hopefully you guys sign up. That'll be Thursday. I'm giving away 2 prop firm evals as usual. If you can't make it, just register. You will qualify to enter if you register. Just sign up. You know the routine. And then, of course, you'll get the replay link in case you can't make it. Look forward to seeing you guys there. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Now, we're going to keep it skinny today, guys, because I wasn't here. And to be honest with you, we just had a big, massive down move today. So we're going to go ahead and get into this real quick. So check this out. This is the weekend review. And essentially, we have the down on the daily, right? That should be the big indication for everybody right there. Oh, my goodness. Everyone, we got charting with KR in the house. What's up, KR? Thank you for blessing me with your presence. And before I do that, let me say hi to everybody else as well. Kumar, Bryce, Victor, Jonathan, thank you guys all for showing up. I appreciate your support. And thanks for your love, Bryce. Love you too, bro. All right, so here's the deal, guys. 75.29 short trigger, the 74.63 fantastic sweep, and the 17.44 midpoint pressure. And I got to tell you, I can't wait to talk about this one. I can't wait to talk about it. I know you guys were watching VIX today. I know you saw what happened. And if you didn't, don't worry. I'm going to show you. So here's the deal. Here's the honest picture. We are in a 6-week balance. And last week, we literally sat inside the prior week's range going back and forth all week without gaining or losing anything in terms of percentage. Unfortunately, we have not gone anywhere. Which did change is the process. On Thursday, we lost the 4-hour time frame. And on Friday, we lost support below the 75.07 daily, officially losing on the daily time frame. Now we are pointed down on everything except for the weekly. I am obviously looking to the downside, and I do feel like we are gunning for new lows on the leg, which you guys know I've been after since last week, which is basically under 74.68. Okay. All right. Super clear. So here's the final thought. Super clear, super defined. We lost on the 4-hour and the daily. We're officially pointed down. My process remains down. And ready for this, guys? We just talked about it. I remain bearish below 75.60 previous weekly value area low. Don't worry. I'll show you what it looks like. And the 7,600 bull bear line, which is way up higher, but good Lord, if you've been trading with me longer than a week, you know how sexy that level is. TL, what's up, TL? Good to see you, bud. Okay, so listen, here's the deal. So we are pointed down on all this stuff. Remember, we have come down, but we have popped back up, and we've stayed in balance now for 6 weeks. We have one more opportunity to do that this week. We have a significant untested level directly below us, and we also have some untested stuff above us, and these inefficiencies like to get cleaned up. What is up, Tim? Tim's in the house. Good to see you, Tim. I'm sorry I missed you today, bro. I felt like a piece of my heart was torn out not trading with you guys this morning, but it's okay. We're going to make it up tomorrow. All right. Mayor Patel. What's up, Mayor? Okay. It's a great name. All right. So let's get into this. All right. So check this out. So I want to bring this over. I forgot to copy the text over, but this came from the weekend review. This was what I took, and we have a nice little gap here. And then, of course, underneath 75.60, which is the previous weekly value area low, I was remaining bearish, just like we said. And I have a little arrow down here, and ultimately kind of bearish below, a little bit higher too, but mainly the 60 spot, right? So as you can see today in the overnight session, we popped up, we started to clean the gap, but we don't care about overnight. We care about the cash session. They cleanly busted through this. They stayed below the 75.60. And as you know, we peeled down all day, only to finish the day at the lows. And it looks like if they would have given them a little bit more time, it looks like they're going to still come down some more. I just looked up and saw we had another super weak close. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys right now. So as you guys know, we had this big close on Friday, which was below the 75.07, which pointed me down, right? Look at this close. We closed below yet Friday's open. Wow. Unbelievable. This thing is coming down, and this is my big buy spot down here. If this holds, it could take us back up. And if not, we're just going to go ahead and shit the bed everywhere. So we're going to talk tomorrow about what's untested. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the rest of this. I thought this was real important to show you that these inefficiencies are starting to get cleaned up, guys. We've already cleaned up that gap. We're staying below that weekly TPO. And again, we don't want to get complacent. They could still pop. They could still come from that area, which I was showing you. We've been in a big dumbass balance, just like I talked about in the week in review. Look at this. How many weeks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Oh, wait a minute, 7. Now we're in 7 weeks of range. Don't act like it can't come back up, okay? It can, but I am pointed down, okay? So I'm just putting it out there. We have to expect the unexpected, right? Especially when we're in these massive balance areas. But what I will say is when we have been distributing sideways for a long time, and the bigger the space, or the bigger the base, the bigger the space. So, if we've been going sideways for a long time and they finally get to break out to the downside, this thing's going to get fucking nailed. And the same thing applies for accumulation. We accumulate for long periods of time. Obviously when they finally take off, it's a massive move. And the same thing applies for, when it comes down. So mornings 25, 29 played like clockwork. Yeah, bud. Let's go ahead and get into that right now. Let's go ahead and make that happen. All right. So this is one of the ones that I really liked. I wanted to show this. This happened at the end of the day. Super sexy. This was the 1744 midpoint pressure pivot. We talked about this spot. God, we have played this level so many times. And this was the pressure gauge this week. The message really is bearish for the indices. Back above the 1744 monthly, just being above it is inherently bearish, guys. All right, keeping a downside lean on the indices, there is no question about it. Look at this beautiful touch today. Oh my God, unbelievable. We were all the way up here. How did he do it? How does he know? Oh my God, it's like it's played before. All right, so listen, this midpoint pivot, this is the huge determining factor. It's basically everything. It's formerly resistance, turns to support once gained. They played this area from the bottom side absolutely perfect on Thursday, and there is an untested gap here. My thought is that we get a pop and a test of this zone and get at least back to 1841. Are you ready? Okay, we got a pop of the test. Oh, where do we get back to? 1841. Say it for me. I know you can do it. And we're still going popping in this thing. And honestly, this was the big spot for me. I'm going to go ahead and just pull this chart over so that you can see what I'm looking at here. I got to tell you, in terms of just looking bullish as hell, doesn't that VIX look like a massive bull flag? Say what? Like, I'm not a big flag kind of guy, but, I call a spade here, right? This thing's looking pretty aggressive right now, and that was by far an amazing touch, an amazing call off of our 1744, 1740 midpoint pivot. That's the jam, you guys. As long as we stay over this, we're going to keep suppressed. It doesn't even matter if we pull back on the VIX. We're suppressed until we lose this 1744, 1721 area. It's just how it works with VIX. So let's go ahead and get into the next slide, because that one, I was real proud of that one, to be honest. I saw that play and I was like, ooh, he did it again. All right. So check this out. This was cool. So this is SPX, and I really just brought in on a smaller time frame just today's move. I want to show you guys this. So I remain bearish underneath 7,500. And really below 75.06, right? So we got this right here, 7,500 and 75.06. And I want you guys to remember, This is all on video from Sunday. I go over every single thing in detail. It was a 25-minute video. Shit, I had to film it twice because I left my microphone off. So the second time was really detailed. And I was talking about these levels specifically, obviously, because that's where the transcript came from. And then, of course, we had the 75.15. So you ready? So just remember, I remain bearish underneath 7,500 and 06, okay? So an untested 4 that's played multiple times that I really like, talking about the 06. And then the 15 level untested above, played for the pop to the highs. It's not my favorite. I even said that. It's not my favorite. Even if it plays, which it got super close, but still missed it. I think it missed it by about 4 points, but it got fucking pretty close, right? Even if it plays, and then here's kind of the kicker, right? Because the ES did the same thing, and this is where I want to lead into this, right? So if it plays, where are we at? I will more than likely not engage until we get back below 06, right? And 7,500. So they popped up, they barely missed our level, which I was like, I didn't really love it anyway, but I'm bearish below 06 and double O's. So when they go up, they almost miss it. They start to come back below my big bearish pivots. I think you guys know what to do. We've been trading together long enough. You know what time it is. And then look at this. We came all the way down. Did you guys notice that the low of the morning was the value area low that came out in the SPX brief? I was super happy about that because that played. And look, they popped all the way up and hit the value area high. And I'm like, oh, the free brief paying for itself already. I was real happy about it. And then, of course, we smacked from the leg local lows and yesterday's point of control and just came on down. So whatever. I just wanted to show you this. This was a fantastic warning that we were going to get clipped this morning, coming right into here because, as you guys know, we launched in the morning and then only for them to sell off all day, which is pretty textbook stuff when you lose on all time frames. This is the 4 hour of SPX. And so that was a smaller time frame, and I just captured just the move down. This is the bigger picture right here. And as you guys know, if you watched the video, I'm sure most of you did, I talked about this massive leg up and this area being our big shift level and really where we're super bearish below. As you can see, they popped up, got into our 06.15 area, re-lost the 7,500, and then they back tested this leg. I mean, almost perfect. 74.76. We had this zone basically between 76 and 83. Great back test. We basically have daily progression to the downside and 4 hour progression. I mean, this thing, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to sweep this leg, right? And that's really the bearish pivot down here at 74.20, which could be swept and reclaimed. We'll get into that another time, but this certainly looks like progression down as of right now. So let's go ahead and talk about pre-market ES. This was great stuff. Now, there was a lot of people that took this trade in the morning, 75.44 to 48, right? That was this 4 hour that we had right here. Look at this thing. I mean, good night. How perfect, right? I mean, just absolutely played it dinky, right? Got close to the put wall and came right back to our 75.24. You ready? I like this spot. And it played for us a couple times. I want to see 75.44 play and get back below 39 and take profits at 29. Boom! Boom! 10 points served up to you on a platter. And it actually went farther. You actually could have held it all the way to the 24 daily, and then it popped again, and then that's when everybody reshorted it, and it was all good. Because as you guys know, this is the one that brought us down. So anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the next slide. That was awesome. Awesome stuff. Absolutely love it when they play like that. And I had to get that little granule picture for you guys. Oh, here's the other thing I want to show you. Look at this, by the way. What a huge indication for us. So I don't really ever look at, I look at my order flow, but really what I'm looking for is absorption, right? Which is essentially like big buyers like this stuck at that buy the highs and then a reversal. What happens is they get trapped. Okay. So that's what I look for, but I normally never see this kind of order flow pre-market. The fact that there was thousands of buyers up here getting stuck before the bell was something that we normally see during the cash session. And so this was certainly an anomaly. And I just wanted to point it out to everybody because this really set up this trade. Super sexy. They even trapped 1,800 contracts up here, as you can see, and brought it down. So anyways, I just wanted to share this with you. I normally don't see this pre-market, and so it was very interesting to see that happen. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. Oh, okay. So here is the trade that I was basically talking about with SPX. You ready? I'm going to talk about the plan. And again, it missed the level. It missed it by like 4 points. But I want to show you guys how you would pick up the slack, because of that. So check this out. You can see this is my orders. I was resting 55 and 57. I'm just sitting here chilling. They missed me, right? As you can see, they came back below yesterday's low and the overnight high, which is exactly going to be our trigger. I'm going to show you this. So check this out. We had this untested leg and bearish TPO line. As you guys know, I basically said I was bearish below 75.60, right? So obviously I wanted to short 58. We had the daily here at a 4 hour at 58.59. So it's a big spot for me. And we shift hard above this location. I want to see 59 play, get back below 55, and then it goes boom, 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 right? So you take profits at 44. 44 was our big short that we just showed you right here. Played perfect, right? So you take profits at 44, et cetera, and down, right? But it didn't get in that level. So you're like, Ryan, why are you showing me? Okay, well, check this out. This is what I want to show you. This is 44. As you can see, we popped up. We missed our level just barely. Okay, but when they came back down, this was the overnight high, not to mention yesterday's high, right? And I sit here right here and I say, take profits at 44, 29, et cetera, 29, and then you got this 25 level, 24, 25, right? Well, if you already got up there and you're below the overnight high, you're below the overnight high, and you get below the first profit target at 44.50, and then you move below yesterday's high, get in the damn trade. Right? At that point, your stop was 10 points. And you're probably thinking, Jesus, Ryan, 10 points? Wow. Okay, but what did this pay? This thing paid literally 60 points if you got in 10 points late. So I'm just showing you, you guys knew I was super bearish under this area. It should have just been every short into that area or every pop into that area was shortable until proven otherwise. And I'm just kind of wanting to show you exactly how to play this. If at times when we do have near misses like this, how you basically just have to use the new information and pivot, say, okay, missed it by a couple of points, but now we're below this, and now we're below that too. Oh, and we're below the first target. Okay, let's go, right? So just kind of wanted to throw that in there. So here's the other thing, and I talked about this big time in the weekend review. This whole area was my short below. As you guys know, I was more bullish above 59.60 as I thought it could bring us back up to 99, potentially 96 area. And then obviously below it, I was very, very, very bearish. And as you can even see over here, what does this thing say? Oh, hang on, I clicked. My bad. Smoke another one. As you can see right here, 75.55, that's our big momentum shift level, right? So, that is where I was looking for below. And as you can see, they're doing exactly that. So I just wanted to kind of reemphasize this again from the weekend review. I drew this exact thing and basically said, here's where everything shifts. They popped into our zone. They barely missed our spot, but then obviously you can clearly see this is massive areas of resistance. Look at all these wicks in here. And I know that, again, I was a couple points higher, but, hindsight, kind of love hindsight, right? You gotta love it. So anyways, with that being said, that's what I got for the day, guys. And so, once again, I want to remind you all to sign up for the How to Trade a Trade Plan webinar. And again, I'm really excited to get back into the room tomorrow. I didn't think I would miss trading as much as I did today. And it really wasn't, I don't think it's the trading side of it. I missed the team. I was dying to be, I looked in the Discord and the whole stream was full. They were waiting on me. They're like, where are you at? And I'm like, oh, my foot. So anyways, tomorrow's going to be a banger day. I'm looking forward to what we got going on. Just check this out. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chart here real fast just so we can get a clean look. At this 4 hour, this thing is looking rough as hell. We closed below 85. It is my true opinion that we can, and again, full disclaimer real quick, or disclosure. Let me say this. This level at 74.63 is big. As long as we don't open below it, like in the cash session tomorrow, as long as they stay above it, I truly believe that this 63 can play and then reclaim 74.68. And then we can come and test something a little bit higher. Now, do I know that for sure? No. But if we gap down below it, like let's just say in the overnight session, China, whatever, Asia sells off and we open below it, it's over. Don't worry about it. It becomes resistance. But if we stay above it and we open above it and we come down here and sweep this leg and they reclaim, it more than likely will squeeze pretty hard because we do still have this 99 untested. We got 73. And really, I would reshort 60 area because now we have a great wick to short below, right? That is an actionable setup if I've ever seen one. Come up here, play 59 and get short below 52. Good Lord, you could, clean all that up. So with that being said, we do have some nice untested stuff above us. We even have 04 and 07 now, which I hope that they open right here tomorrow, I'd love to short this and come down into 63, maybe prep myself for the long. But just like I said in the weekend review, underneath 63, this thing is super fucked. I mean, it is just over with. Okay, so we're going to at least come down to 04, play this area, which will bring us back to 63. And then if they can get back above it, God bless them, but more than likely not going to happen. So we'll see what happens down here with 63. I do think just because we've been sitting in balance this long, I can clearly see there's a lot of liquidity down here. If they come and grab it and reclaim, we could squeeze pretty nicely. So I just, as excited as we all are to come down, I don't want to get overly bearish. This market is inherently bullish. They love to buy this shit up. And honestly, the bear market squeezes are probably more exciting. They're just as exciting as shorts sometimes. So with that being said, be cautious. You know the area that I'm looking at. I am targeting that low. Everybody in the inner circle knows I've been after that bitch since Thursday, Friday. They still haven't given it to us. So hopefully they give it to us in the cash session when we can buy. But if we open underneath that area, we're just going to keep shouting. Just keep shouting. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone joining me. Tomorrow I will be attention on deck. And then, of course, I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock for the post-market breakdown. Cheers. Have a good one. And tomorrow we conquer the markets. Deuces, everybody.